Hello and welcome to Simply South. I'm Harish Upadhyay. This is the show that gets you the flavor of South India. Our top story this week is from Kerala. The NIA has revealed the sinister plan of the banned organization PFI in Kerala. The agency believes that PFI had made a hit list which included 977 names. This includes a former district judge, activist, and various other prominent personalities. Not just that, NIA has also given out details on this entire sinister plan on how the PFI had 3 different wings that would track day-to-day activities of some of these people who were on the hit list, and also it had its own hit team. This is something that has been submitted to the court, which has alarmed not just Kerala but the entire country. How did this entire plan take off? How were these people having training camps? And what was the local administration and the police doing? All these questions that need to be answered. And we have a prominent panel joining us today. In fact, we have Mr. Lal Kumar, who's a left sympathizer and an advocate. We have Mr. Kaleshwaram Raj, a senior Supreme Court advocate. We have Mr. Sandeep Vachaspati, spokesperson of the BJP. I'll come to you, Mr. Sandeep. The kind of details put out by NIA is really shocking. The fact that they had a training camp, they had 3 different divisions, a hit team, a team that would collect intel, really going ahead and acting like a proper international terror organization would do, something that's linked to Al-Qaeda and various others. And PFI pretty much was acting on the same lines.
Absolutely. The report filed by the National Investigation Agency in the court was very much alarming, and it is disgusting also. But for me and for my party, the silence of Kerala government is more alarming. Why? Because the central government has already banned this Popular Front of India, and they have conducted several raids throughout the country. But as per the NIA report, they are claiming that the Popular Front of India has the strongest presence in Kerala, even though the Kerala government has kept silence and they have done nothing on covering this menace. They didn't conduct a single raid in anywhere in Kerala, even though the PFI has the strongest presence in Kerala. That is what very much alarming situation in Kerala. Why? Because the Kerala government has the strongest nexus with this Popular Front Alive and this SDPI. They are sharing some power in some local bodies in Kerala also. This is the alarming situation in Kerala. Why? Because of the silence of the ruling party, there can't be a strongest presence in Kerala. That is very much alarming, sir.
Absolutely. Mr. Lal, the question now here is, this was such an elaborate, sinister plan that was being implemented. There were terror training camps that were there. There was a hit list. There was a hit team. How did it miss the entire Kerala police's surveillance and their entire modus operandi that was going on in Kerala? How did Kerala police not come across this? One. Second, as the BJP is questioning, why didn't the Kerala police act after that?
No, Sandeep has his own political position, so he will definitely go against the state government. Let me explain you. PFI is not a local phenomenon. PFI is expanding throughout the nation, isn't it? It has got presence in Bangalore. It has got presence in all throughout Karnataka and in many parts of North India. Let's be very clear on that. So, if you consider Popular Front as a threat, it is not a state threat, it's a national threat. And one more point that we have to understand is that when it comes to an investigation, for example, 2 or 3 murders is already been investigated by the NIA. So NIA is vigilant on this matter. And most of the investigation with respect to this Popular Front has been conducted by NIA. So the buck stops at the central government. I'm not saying that the state government is not having any responsibility in chasing these people. Of course, they have their own roles. But the fact is, if I'm blaming you and you are blaming me, we will not reach anywhere. The consequence of the matter is, we are going to be at the wit's end. So rather, I would say that we should work together to catch these people and send them behind the bars. So in that sense, I would say we
fact,
both have You're asking something, huh?
Yes, both have responsibility. The government is a little more. I'll come to that government question once again a little later. Let me bring in Mr. Kaleswaram Raj. Sir, we've seen Kerala witnessing multiple of these communal killings, killings on ideological lines, and this perhaps is gone to the next extent where there was a hit list and there were nearly 1,000 people on this entire hit list.
That's right. This ideology of whatever brand cannot be a reason to justify violence of any kind whatsoever. I would say whether it is, say, the Hindutva ideology or Maoist ideology or this Islamicist ideology, these cannot justify any action of violence for the reason that action of violence doesn't have the constitutional endorsement. Now, coming to this issue, how to tackle this, there's no doubt that it's a very serious issue as far as the state is concerned, as far as the nation is concerned. There is no doubt about it. The point is, beyond merely the plane of party politics, we need to take it as a national issue, an issue concerning human rights, an issue concerning the nation's security, an issue concerning the public order, etc. So when you handle it constitutionally, since as Mr. Lal has indicated, this requires a kind of coordination between the state and the center. I would say even that is the scheme of the constitution as well. If you look at 7th schedule of the constitution, public order as well as the police comes under the state list, whereas this criminal law and criminal procedure code comes under the center's list, under the concurrent list. That means that is to say both the center and the state will have to play a role, the respective role in tackling the issue. Therefore, a coordination is very much required. The issue is very significant in the state of Kerala because the track record of this particular fraction has not been commendable at all. Once we look into the antecedents, you find a lot of murders, political murders, etc. Of course, there has been such incident from the side of other political, these fanatics as well, like Hindutva outfits or like Maoist outfits, etc. That is the reality. But the situation requires a coordination between the center and the state, and it requires to be taken out of the ambit of the party politics. That is very, very important in tackling this.
Okay. You are saying there needs to be better coordination between both the center and the state to crack down on this. Mr. Sandeep,
Absolutely.
you believe that now the state will extend the kind of help required to ensure that not just crack down on PFI members who are there, but also ensure that this doesn't take shape or come up in some new name?
No, actually, nothing is happening in the last 1 year. After this, actually, this report has came 1 year before also. Most of the police officers in Kerala has very much well known about this hit list of the Popular Front of India. My humble question is, what are the measures were taken by the state government to curb the Popular Front of India? Did they conduct any raid, a single raid? The headquarters of Popular Front is in Kerala. They have some Green Valley is there, Periyar Valley is in Ernakulam and in Malappuram district, Kozhikode district, Kasaragod, Palakkad, everywhere Popular Front has its presence in almost all 14 districts in Kerala. They have enough members also. They have 3 squads, as rightly said by you. They have maintaining 3 squads. One is for their hit squad. That is for execution of other religious members of the community. And what are the measures taken by the Pinarayi government? Why they are keeping silence? That is my humble question. As we all know that the law and order is a state subject. Okay, how can we equate this Hindutva forces and Maoist forces, and we are equating this anti-national forces with our political parties? That is the real threat of Kerala. Why? Because these such analysts and some such senior most advocates, they are equating. Actually, in Kerala, this Popular Front got a decent face, or they have got a liberal face in Kerala. How can they achieve that liberal face?
Okay.
How can they achieve that liberal face? Why? Because their
Mr.
political wing
Kaleswaram Raj,
is
you want to come in on that?
No, the
Yes,
SDPI have
there is,
To-
the
there is
SDPI, the
no doubt about
political wing of
Okay, let Mr.
Popular
Raj
Front
respond.
have a political nexus with the CPIM and the Congress Party. No, I will put you one incident
Okay.
that has occurred yesterday. Our Pathanathitta MP Sri Andrew Anthony, he celebrated the birthday of Popular Front in his own office by sharing laddu with the Popular Front India office bearers. How can a people's representative act like that? Some panelists said that
Okay.
Popular Front is an anti-national organization. How a
Mr.
people
All right.
representative like MB,
Before I go
he's
to-
a senior, he's one of the senior most
Okay.
MP from Kerala. How can he celebrate the birthday of Popular
All right.
Front
Before I
in
go to
his
Mr.
own office?
Kaleshwaram Raj, one question, Mr. Lal, now. One question, Mr. Lal, that arises is the state government in Kerala going soft on this? You might have the BJP, which might say that they are going soft because they want those votes, the community votes. That's why they're going soft. But let's look at the statement made by Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan. This is from September 2022, when that ban happened on PFI. And he says, no need for unnecessary haste, follow procedure on PFI ban. This is why many are saying that possibly the Kerala government went soft on PFI.
No, absolutely no, Harish. I'll explain you. First and foremost thing is, the BJP representative has made a statement here that the Pathanathitta MP has supported SDPI. That is true. It is totally uncalled for. I agree that. But the problem is, he is connecting it that with CPIM. It has got nothing to do with CPIM. I'm a left sympathizer, as you explained. That is to do with Congress Party. Congress Party
No, sir, both are
MP
the
is a...
same
Wait. Okay, let me explain, please.
Two sides
I
of
did
the
not
same
intervene
coin,
while you
sir.
are saying. Wait. Okay,
let Mr. Lal finish. Yeah, go on, sir.
He deliberately chose to exclude Congress Party in that and put the burden entirely upon the CPIM. When a listener, according to him, it is going to give a false impression to the people who are listening that the CPIM MP to whose office that these people have went today, isn't it? It is not the case. That's the first point. Secondly,
No, I didn't mention that.
you did not say that, but you have connected it to CPM with the next in the next sentence. You are talking about Pathanathitta MP. My point is simple to all the listeners.
Mr. Lal, let's focus on that
I'll
statement
explain your
that
question.
Pinarayi
I'll
Vijayan
explain
made
your
in
question.
2022 when the
I
PFI
will
ban
explain
came
your
in.
question. I will definitely. I will not skip your question. I'll explain your question. What was Pinarayi Vijayan's complete statement? You take it in full. What is the purpose of PFI, Popular Front of India, in India? The purpose is to make an Islamic nation, isn't it? By 2047, that means after 100, on the 100th year of independence, they wanted India to make an Islamic state. What is the purpose of RSS? RSS was saying, or RSS keep on says, that they wanted India to become a Hindu state. So Pinarayi Vijayan was
RSS
making a
never said
comparison.
that, no.
Wait.
No, Mr. Lal, Mr. Lal, no.
Wait. This is
No.
unacceptable because I am making a
No, sir.
statement. You have
Your
definitely got
allegations
your
are
chances to
totally
explain your case.
unacceptable. RSS
They-
never said that their aim is to become India a Hindutva Rashtra. They never said it. You please withdraw your statement. They never said
No,
that.
I am not going to withdraw it. Wait.
No.
I can show you 100
please,
Sandeep.
You show me a single
Sandeep,
statement. You show a single
Sandeep, please.
statement
Sandeep,
from
please.
any one of the office bearer of
Don't.
RSS. You
I'm
please show me
not
a
a
single
person who is
statement.
intervening in while others are saying. Please.
No.
This is.
No. You show me a single
Let me
statement.
explain. Let me take the burden of what I'm saying, isn't it? Let me take the burden of what I'm saying.
Okay,
I'm very
explain,
clear. I'm very clear that Pinarayi Vijayan's reference was this. Even the CPIM took such a position. What is the position? RSS is for Hindu, standing for a Hindu nation state, and you can see umpteen number of cases where they represent for a Hindu nation state. And when PFI is banned, Pinarayi Vijayan and the CPM was adding that you should ban RSS as well. He was never saying that you should not ban PFI. He was saying
But
that you
Mr.
ban
Lal,
PFI.
then once again,
Wait.
you have the Chief Minister
You
getting
ban
down to
PFI,
what
at
about
the
tree
same
then?
time you ban RSS as well. This was a statement. What is wrong in it?
And a highly
What is wrong in
condemnable
it?
statement that Mr. Lal has made. In this
Mr. Lal,
debate, he made a highly
Mr. Lal, one
condemnable
point to make here.
points.
Sandeep,
Okay,
Sandeep,
I have a point to make here, Mr. Lal.
Yes,
You are
yes.
saying that Pinarayi Vijayan was demanding a ban on RSS, but the state
Yes.
government did not send a proposal. They have that scope to send a proposal to the union government, to the MHA.
Why you should
Instead of
send
coming
it?
out in the
Because-
press and just saying, well, ban the RSS.
Look, I'll tell you. Then I'll ask you something. You're saying, the BJP person was saying that the state government hasn't acted upon PFI spots, isn't it? Let me ask him, what his state governments in the other states have done against them? Nothing. The only action was taken by the central government. I'm talking about government. I'm not talking about BJP. There are governments in some of the states like Maharashtra.
Okay.
Maharashtra did not act against the PFI in the state capacity. Their raid happened in Kerala, raid happened in Maharashtra, raid happened in Karnataka. It is all on the basis of the center's capacity because central government was intervening in that issue. So let me not push so hard because my point is very simple. My point is, I don't want to bring menial politics in this matter, as Advocate Kalisharan Raj, who is a very good friend of mine, has stated. Let us come to the national consciousness. Let us keep these people out from the political fabric of the nation, so that unnecessary nuisance will be avoided.
Quickly. Okay, Mr. Raj, the fact that PFI could engage in something like this in Kerala, in several other states, raises a serious question on the lapses and the vacuum that's there in the Indian security setup at the state level, at the center level. You're somebody who's involved in the entire systems. Where do you think are the lapses, sir? How did this get away for such a long time?
I would think that the lapses occur at multiple levels. Because of the lapses only, this get recurring. It is getting recurring throughout. Not only this PFA. As my friend has said, I am not equalizing it. I am only telling that any kind of communal outfits is having the potential to challenge the rule of law, which is one of the basic features of our constitution. So the lapses occur first at the investigation stage, because in every crime, prevention has a vital role. Because for want of prevention, several mishaps have already occurred in the state of Kerala. That is a reality which we will have to address. Then, beyond this party politics, even because political parties may have different ideologies, they will have different stand based on their respective ideologies. But when you come to the question of constitutional governance, there the rule of law matters. When rule of law matters, it is required to take a very strong position with respect to the two stages, namely the prevention, then the punitive measures, including investigation. So both this prevention as well as punitive measures, we are lacking. Perhaps both the state as well as the center has exhibited some lapses on both these counts, I would say. The point is, in order to make the society more egalitarian, more human rights based, it is required to see that the people as a whole, the masses as a whole, are educated against these communal outfits, including PFA, Hindu Protect, or whatever it is.
Okay.
It takes different forms, it takes different shapes. Therefore, the society also in that way will have to arm itself against the communal outfits, including this PFA. That is the best vigilance, for which there has to be a public education, even at the government level. Therefore, in all these three levels...
You're saying that's the best way out.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, Sandeep, the question that many have is, if PFI had so much of activity in Kerala, the likelihood of a lot of their members still being in Kerala, possibly indulging in some illegal activity, is still there. Can we expect the union government to crack down on them, just to ensure that they do not come together and form some other entity, and we'll get to know about it only once there's an untoward incident?
So before answering your question, I would like to answer what Mr. Lal has said, some wrong statements or some... that RSS is on its 100th year of formation. And in this throughout 100 years, a single RSS office bearer hasn't made any statement regarding that the aim of RSS is to make India a Hindutva nation. This is absolutely false and this is absolutely baseless. And the intention of RSS is make India a Param Vaibhav nation or to become a superpower nation. Or what our Prime Minister has said by 2047, we have to become the most developed nation in the world. That is the only aim of RSS. Not a single RSS leader has made any comment or any statement that is our aim is to become or make India a Hindutva nation. So the statements made by Mr. Lal is absolutely baseless and it will be highly deplorable.
Can I give a counter? Can I give a counter?
Let me come.
Quickly, sir.
And in
Let him
Kerala
complete.
also,
I'll come back later.
Coming to you, coming to Harish's question, and whether the Popular Front of India will be in another form. Definitely in Kerala, we are expecting that, and that is the present situation also. Why? Because you know the earlier version of Popular Front is that NDF, that is National Democratic Front, and earlier it has Nathapuram Defence Force. Actually, that NDF has formed to resist CPIM agitations. The Muslim youth from Kozhikode, Nathapuram, they formed an organization called NDF, and that it became a national perspective also, that it became NDF. After that, there is one SIMI is there, Students Islamic Movement of India. After that, before that, PDP was there. And after that, the SDP and Popular Front has formed. And we are strongly believing that all the PFI terrorists have now become SDPI activists, or they become they put an court of this social workers. In this NIA report also, they are clearly mentioning that the Popular Front activists they are came under guise of they are yoga instructors, they are social service activities, they are running charity organization, they are having some they have some people representatives in local bodies also. So
Sandeep, I'm running out of time. I
have a rebuttal for one
30
issue.
seconds to Mr. Lal. Yeah.
Mr.
Lal,
last
30 seconds.
a
Can
case
we
was
expect
registered
the
against a
state government
BJP
to
leader.
crack down?
Wait. Before that, I have a rebuttal. Last day, a case was registered against a BJP person, a state level leader, saying that he wants to throw the national flag away and make the RSS flag instead as the national flag. A case was registered by Kerala police.
Mr. Lal, we'll digress.
We understand the fact.
But can you assure that the left will crack down on these elements, ensure they won't come up with some other new organization?
The state government by itself will take necessary action. I have no doubts about it. Apart from that, we will offer all the support to the central government as well, because it is a matter to be considered by the center and the state together. I have no doubts about it. I have made it very clear.
Absolutely. It's a matter of national security. Sir, unfortunately, I'm out of time on this debate. But thank you, Mr. Lal, Mr. Sandeep and Mr. Kaliswaram Raj for joining us on the show. Hopefully, the NIA and the state authorities in Kerala will continue to keep track of these radical elements in the state. Well, that was the top story of the week. Even as we end the show, time to look at other important stories from South India, including what's happening in Bengaluru, where after the bike taxi ban, now you have the autos and the ride-hailing apps really going ahead and looting people, charging them twice the amount of what a usual auto ride would cost before this bike taxi ban. Thank you for watching.
As a frequent user of the bike taxis in Karnataka, it has actually affected me and my expenses a lot. So until 2 weeks ago, the only mode of transport that I used to travel in was the bike taxis. And when suddenly it got stopped, I had to resort to autos, which I think the auto drivers took a fair advantage of that. I used to resort to bike taxis, and that was maybe 90 rupees for me then. But now when I use autos, it's more than 100 and even 150, which has taken a huge toll on my account and expenses.
I travel almost 20 kilometers every day because I travel to college. Earlier for 10 kilometers, I used to pay around 150, 160. Now that has increased exponentially. I pay around 350, 370. at 4 p.m., which is not, so that's around a 200 to 20 increase in prices. So yeah, that's affected me quite a lot.
They earn today approximately around 1,200, 500 something. Like part-time, full-time, they are much affected. They are like giving me calls and telling their problems. Do something about it, sir. Like we are not able to do, we are not able to go to the other option. It is like those people are telling that you choose the other option. Zepto, blanket, Swiggy, something extra like that. But it is not like that. From 10 years, 6 years, they are being into the same field.
As the election fever heats up in Tamil Nadu, Home Minister Amit Shah, in an exclusive interview to a regional daily, has maintained that it will be the AIADMK that will decide the CM candidate. It will be a candidate from the AIADMK, indirectly referring to Edappadi Palanisamy, who will be the chief ministerial face for the NDA alliance for the 2026 state assembly polls. This at a time when the DMK continues to allege and attack the AIADMK that the party has completely surrendered before the BJP. Two Bollywood actors, including actor Srikanth and actor Krishna, have been arrested by the Chennai police earlier this week in connection with a drug case. It all started on the 22nd of May when a former AIADMK member, Prasad, was arrested after there were clashes outside a Chennai club. What led to that arrest was what led to the arrest of Srikanth as well as Krishna, reportedly for consuming drugs. External Affairs Minister Jai Shankar had in fact spoken about the continuous attack on Tamil Nadu fishermen and said that it all happened because of that one agreement that was signed during an emergency, and said that if the parliament existed then there would have been discussion, and because of that agreement Tamil Nadu continues to be impacted even now, indirectly blaming the Congress for signing the agreement and giving away Kachitiva to Sri Lanka.
It is a huge boost for Congress as Aryadan Shaukat wins the Nilambur by-polls ahead of the 2026 elections. It was a sitting seat of the LDF. Aryadan Shaukat has sworn in as the new MLA of Nilambur. Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan has officially written a letter to Kerala Governor Rajendra Arlekar expressing the Cabinet's displeasure over images and pictures not mandated in the Constitution for official programs. In the 35 cases registered based on the Hema Committee report, the Special Investigation Team has filed further action drop reports before the Kerala High Court. These were cases which were registered based on the statements given before the Hema Commission after the report came out. Further action drop reports were filed as none of these victims came forward to even give a statement before the investigation team.